Hi everybody and welcome to Des and Lauren. We're going to be chatting about time and a time frame in which we want to achieve a vision, or the vision we have for South Africa, which can also extend to the rest of the world.
And this vision involves freedom, people to have a right to make choices. There's many people that want to remove these rights from people. They believe that it's in their best interest, and those involve governments, large organizations, companies, international interests, etc. They don't want people to make free choices in their lives. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, we just got a tiny little taste of what this looks like.
We also believe in defending and preserving humanity, and if you look at society as a whole and the trends that are taking root in society, there's a lot that is a threat to humanity itself.
So we have a limited time frame in which we have to implement our plans, which includes the Omega training. So if you actually look at the time frame we're looking at for South Africa or the Southern African region, we need to have implemented our plans by 2029. And a lot of people will say, but we don't have time till then. Well, you will just have to fit in, because you will see how things pan out. We understand the globalist threat. We understand their plans. We understand their methods. And this is why we've come up with this plan the way that it is. And if you subscribe to this channel, click the bell icon, you will keep on getting notifications. Join our Telegram channel. And I see the Telegram channel has grown nicely. So people are taking this seriously and become a part of this plan that we have. Why 2029?
Because 2030 is a goal of the United Nations to achieve their specific agenda. And that's with regards to creating policies that are already, some of which are already in local government, some of which are in national government, but not fully laid out yet. Things like smart cities and the surveillance state will be implemented to take away our freedom. It will be impossible to rise up against the government or any kind of authority. It will be impossible to meet in groups under many circumstances. And we won't really have freedom. The only freedom we'll have is really freedom to consume. And as long as you're complying with the government, you'll be okay. But to exist in a society where you cannot challenge authority is extremely dangerous, and we cannot let that happen. Unfortunately, I believe that the younger generation that are currently in school and have been in school for the past 10 years are indoctrinated to such an extent that they don't even know what freedom is anymore. And that's why we do, not just because of the United Nations, but because of the youth getting older and becoming leaders of industry themselves. We need to act now within the 6-year period to change the trajectory, and all of us can do something in order to do that. And it starts with Omega training, which will be beginning in September.
And government needs crime to give them more power all the time to implement these national development plan goals that are in line with Agenda 2030, 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And this is, of course, from the United Nations. And a lot of people will see this as a huge blessing to the world.
Here's an example. They want to end hunger, or poverty and hunger. So what do? You create lab-grown meat. You create labs to grow all kinds of food.
Cockroach milk,
you add
etc.
cockroach, you get cockroach milk, cockroach ice cream, and things that we don't actually want to eat. And
I don't want to eat.
Definitely.
We should have that choice, yes.
Yes.
We should have choices. It is about freedom of choice.
So you might look at the Sustainable Development Goals and think these are very nice, but you have to look at the details and how exactly they want to achieve each of their 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
And we have looked at the details. It's absolutely hair-raising.
It is really what the fictional dystopian novels have predicted in action. It's frightening to see it play out, and it's still early enough for us to turn it around.
If you subscribe to this channel, you will see us bring you more videos in future with regards to this Omega training that we will be doing. So look out for that. Join us on Telegram. You'll find the link in the description below this video.
Thanks so much, and remember also that we love to hear your comments. So I would love to hear in the comments, what do you think of Agenda 21? Have you read it yet? Please comment specifically if you've read it. I don't think enough people have read it. It is on the United Nations website. It's a PDF that you can download. Study it if you haven't. And if you have read it, what has frightened you the most from that document?
And then Agenda 2030, of course, which is what we are racing against. I mean, that time frame is for them to implement certain things by then. And in the same way, we need to implement certain things by then. Make sure that people are prepared to be able to govern themselves and not need large corporations and government to provide all their needs for survival.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.